Alright guys, hey, you're in my shot. Anyway, pretty trailer though. Hours of service are changing, maybe. And for those of you who don't know what the trucking hours of service are, look it up. I'm not going to go into a long video explaining it. But for those of you who are in the business, as they say, the proposed changes are this, because I visited my teachers over at my trucking school last week, and the proposed changes are this. I'm not going to go into the team driving one because I don't drive teams. As far as your 11-hour rule, that pretty much stays the same, but the only thing is that they want you to take a 30-minute break on line 4 within that 11 hours, which pretty much cuts your 14-hour rule down to 13 and a half, basically. So like if you drive for 8 hours, you stop for a half an hour, then you can drive your other 3. I kind of see the point in that, but honestly, it's making it a mandatory lunch break is all it's doing. The 14-hour rule pretty much, like I said, stays the same. Now your 70-hour rule, when it comes to your 34-hour restart, your 34-hour restart must consist of 2 periods between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. Now, for example, and I'm probably gonna split this video into 2 parts, so I'll give the example in the next part of this video. Or actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and explain it here. What it means is, like, let's say I park at 12 noon on Monday. I will not be eligible to drive again until 5:01 a.m. Wednesday morning, because you have to go 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Tuesday morning, 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Wednesday morning. Basically, it's going to turn the 34-hour restart into a long period of time, and your truck stops are going to fill up on weekends like you wouldn't believe. So if you're needing just a place to park for the night on the weekend, you got all these guys taking their 34-hour restarts, and you're not going to be able to find a damn spot. Sorry about the quality of this video, guys. It's nighttime. But anyway, I don't see the point in that. 34 hours is 34 hours. What does it matter? Me personally, I like it the way it is now. You get 11 hours, for driving. You get 14 for your work day. After the 14th hour, you cannot drive anymore. 70 hours in an 8-day week. I like that. I like that a lot, and it's going to change the way this business works. It's going to, I think it's going to do more bad than good. And if you look at the latest episode of this, or latest edition of The Trucker, ATA keeps its word, files suit over hours of service rule. It's heading to court for the 4th time. Now, the ATA, I think, is the American Trucker Association. And, it's, pick this up if you're in the business, because it explains everything. But I want to know your thoughts on this. Or if you're not in the business and you know the rules of the business, maybe you have a family member in the business, I want to know your thoughts on it too. Anyway, I'm still here in Waterloo, New York. And yes, Joe Randazzo is right. If you've seen the picture on my Facebook page, a lot of people have that expression on their face after visiting Waterloo. I had a waitress tonight who was in training. Oh my God, like, I ordered eggs. And she's like right down near my plate, making sure my eggs are cooked okay. It's like, lady, are you going to eat these? Then get your damn face out of my food. And she was just loud and obnoxious. And I gave the tip to the girl who was training her, who was wearing a nice short black skirt, by the way. Golly, she had some nice legs. But anyway. Yeah, so that's your hours of service video, as well as the talking about the hot and not so hot waitresses at the Petro here in Waterloo, New York. I'm Trucker Joe. We'll see you down the road.